Sufi words in Al-Hikam, chapters 1 to 30. 1. One of the signs of relying on one's own deeds is the loss of hope when a downfall occurs. 2. Your desire for isolation, even thought God has put you in the world to gain a living, is a hidden passion. And your desire to gain a living in the world, even thought God has put you in isolation, is a come down from lofty aspiration. 3. Antecedent intentions Sawabik al-Hamam cannot pierce the walls of predestined decrees. 4. Rest yourself from self-direction, your own busy life. For what someone else, Allah, has carried out on your behalf, you need nothing to do it. 5. Your striving for what has already been guaranteed to you, and your remissness in what is demanded of you are signs of the blurring of your intellect. 6. If in spite of intense supplication, there is delay in the timing of the gift, let that not be the cause for your despairing. For He has guaranteed you a response in what He chooses for you, not in what you choose for yourself, and at the time He desires, not the time you desire. 7. If what was promised does not occur, even though the time for its occurrence had been fixed, then that must not make you doubt the promise. Otherwise your intellect will be obscured and the light of your innermost heart extinguished. 8. If He opens a door for you, thereby making Himself known, pay no heed if your deeds do not measure up to this. For, in truth, He has not opened it for you, but out of a desire to make Himself known to you. Do you not know that He is the one who presented the knowledge of Himself to you, whereas you are the one who presented Him with deeds? What a difference is between what He brings to you and what you present to Him. 9. Actions differ because of the inspirations of the states of being differ. 10. Actions are lifeless forms, but the presence of an inner reality of sincerity within them is what endows them with life-giving spirit. 11. Bury your existence in the earth of obscurity, for whatever sprouts forth, without having first been buried, flowers imperfectly. 12. Nothing benefits the heart more than a spiritual retreat wherein it enters the domain of meditation. 13. How can the heart be illumined while the forms of creatures are reflected in its mirror? Or how can it journey to Allah while shackled by its passions? Or how can it desire to enter the presence of Allah while it has not yet purified itself of the stain of its forgetfulness? Or how can it understand the subtle points of mysteries while it has not yet repented of its offenses? 14. The cosmos is all darkness. It is illumined only by the manifestation of Allah in it. He who sees the cosmos and does not contemplate Him in it or by it or before it or after it is in need of light and is veiled from the sun of Gnosis by clouds of created things. 15. That which shows you the existence of His omnipotence is that He veiled you from Himself by what has no existence alongside of Him. 16. How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is the one who manifests everything? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is the one who is manifest through everything? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is the one who is manifest in everything? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is the manifest to everything? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He was the manifest before the existence of anything? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is more manifest than anything? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is the one alongside of whom there is nothing? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since He is nearer to you than anything else? How can it be conceived that something veils Him, since, were it not for Him, the existence of everything would not have been manifest? It is a marvel how being has been manifested in non-beings and how contingent has been established alongside of Him who possesses the attribute of eternity. 17. He who wishes that at a given moment of time appear other than what Allah has manifested in it, has not left ignorance behind at all. 18. Do not request Him to get you out of a state so as to make use of you in a different one, for, were He to desire so, He could make use of you as you are, without taking you out. 19. Your postponement of deeds till the time when you are free is one of the frivolities of the ego. 20. Hardly does the intention of the initiate want to stop at what has been revealed to him, then the voices of reality call out to him, that which you are looking for is still ahead of you. And hardly do the exterior aspects of created beings display their charms, then their inner realities call out to him, we are only a trial, so disbelieve not. 21. You're requesting him as suspecting him. You're seeking him as due to your absence from him. You're seeking someone else as because of your immodesty towards him. You're requesting someone else as on account of your distance from him. 22. Not a breath do you expire, but a decree of destiny has made it go forth. 23. Do not look forward to being free of alterities, for that is indeed what cuts you off from vigilant attention to him in that very state he has assigned to you. 24. So long as you are in this world, be not surprised at the existence of sorrows. For truly, it manifests nothing but what is in keeping with its character or its inevitable nature. 25. No search pursued with the help of your Lord remains at a standstill, but any search pursued by yourself will not be fruitful. 26. Among the signs of success at the end is the turning to God at the beginning. 27. He who is illumined at the beginning is illumined at the end. 28. Whatever is deposited in the invisible world of innermost hearts is manifested in the visible world of phenomena. 29. What a difference between one who proceeds from God in his argumentation and one who proceeds inferentially to him. He who has him as his starting point knows the real it is, and proves any matter by reference to the being of its origin. But inferential argumentation comes from the absence of union with him. Otherwise, when was it that he became absent that one has to proceed inferentially to him? Or when was it that he became distant that created things themselves will unite us to him? 30. Those who are voyaging to him are guided by the lights of their orientation, whereas those who are united to him have the lights of face-to-face confrontation. The former belong to their lights, whereas the lights belong to the latter, for they belong to Allah and not to anything apart from him. Say, Allah, then leave them prattling in their vain talk. Quran Surah Ath Talaq, 91.